Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at this mini brand's advent calendar, and I will be the first one to admit that it feels incredibly wrong to be opening this in, what month is it? October? I have had this for a few weeks now, and I was hoping to leave it as close to Christmas as I could. However, I've noticed that other people are starting to do their advent calendar reviews now, and I don't want to be too late to the party, so we're going to go ahead and open this up today. Looking at the back, it seems as though we'll be getting mostly toy mini brands, I think, as well as some of the food ones. But of course, we don't have all 24 featured here, which is nice. When I first saw all these on the back, I was like, oh, it's kind of a spoiler. But we do have some still being kept a surprise, which is nice. So I guess without any further ado, I'll go ahead and start opening this up. So now that we have it opened up to the actual advent calendar part, there are some more spoilers here. They are partially covered up by the numbers, some more than others. I do think, personally, I might prefer to have them be, entirely a surprise. But I suppose it is also quite nice to have a bit of a sneak peek into what we will be getting. It seems like I was right that it was going to be mainly toy mini brands. And I guess we shall see once I've opened the first one. Oh, and I stand corrected. That is not the mini brand that was featured on the little door. We have a Nickelodeon slime station, which is not one that I have seen a lot of in the past, so it makes me wonder if are there some exclusives in here? It doesn't say, but even so, this is a fun little guy. I'm assuming it's just one of the empty box ones. Yeah, it is. And I have no idea how big this set would be in real life, but at a guess, I'd say it might be a little bit underscaled for Barbie. However, it is also for kids, so it might be a better scale for a Chelsea doll. So, first one opened. I'm more excited now that I know the picture on the front isn't accurate. So, let's see what's in number 2. Oh, and we have a Ninja Turtle. It looks like we have Leonardo, and he's very cute in there. I really like the little figurine ones. I actually low-key wish there were some doubles in here, just so I could take him out of the packaging. I guess that means I better start looking for some in the toy mini brand capsules themselves at some point. On to door number 3. Oh yay, I was hoping for these. We've got the Crayola crayon box, which is going to be just really fun to have on a desk, maybe a craft room setup. The possibilities are pretty endless with how I can use this one in the doll rooms, so I'm definitely pleased for that one. I'm also very much enjoying how easy these are to open. I had a Barbie advent calendar last year that was just it just kept ripping. It was really annoying. And number 4 has... what is that? It looks like it's a Wish Come True purse set from the show Shimmer and Shine. And it's like a little purple and white tiger face. It's very cute. I think I'd probably like it more if I had any idea what it was referencing. It's definitely one that I don't mind keeping in the packaging, because I think if you took it out, it would be kind of hard to tell what it was. But that one's definitely a good candidate for a toy store shelf. Or maybe a Christmas present opening scene. Okay, number 5 has the Ninja Turtle. Let's see. Ooh, is that a Nerf Oh no, it's a water pistol. That's fun. Definitely another one that I wouldn't mind taking out of the packaging if I ever got a double. I really thought that was a Nerf one, but I can't see the Nerf branding anywhere on there, so I guess it's just Zuru X-Shot Micro Fast Fill. I've never heard of it, but that's pretty cool regardless. Does anyone else close the doors back up after they've opened them in their advent calendars? I always do that, I guess, just to like keep it neat, but most people I feel like just leave them open. Is that the most boring fact about me you've ever heard? Yes, but oh well. Oh, that was loud. Ooh, number 6. Aww, I don't know what that is, but he's really cute. It says Untamed up here. Is it like a little baby dragon or something? Let's have a look at the back. Ferocious fingertip dragons. Oh, so he just like sits on your finger. I love dragons. Probably haven't ever mentioned that before. So I'm very pleased with this little guy. Then for number 7, let's see, shall we have a food one? Nope, it's a bunch of balloons launcher. Okay, so it's for launching water balloons, I guess. I never really know how to pronounce this because I feel like it should be bunch a balloons, bunch of balloons, rather than bunch o balloons. Is that just me? I don't know, maybe. On to number 8. Oh, what? Oh, it's like a little Crayola paint set. I thought it was missing for a second there. It had like fallen into this little dip down here. But it's like a little watercolor paint palette. And it kind of looks as though it should open. Am I gonna break it? Let's see. Okay, I don't think it opens. It has little hinges on the back. I guess they aren't functional. I'm scared to try too hard in case I do just like snap something. Okay, I think we're just going to leave it closed. If you have one of these and have managed to open it, let me know down in the comments. But just like the Crayola pencils, this is going to be a really useful little mini to add to desks and craft setups and such. Very pleased to have that one. We have yet to come across any food ones. Will this be the first? Nope, it's another toy. And this time it's Blaze Speedway. I guess a toy car? There isn't much explanation of what this is meant to be. The only images look to be like shots from a cartoon. And it is just an empty box. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this one. It is a little bit disappointing, but it can always be used as just like background clutter in a kid's bedroom or something. I really would like to get one of the food ones. Oh, we've got more Crayola markers. It isn't a double though, don't worry, because the first ones we got were crayons, and these are ultra clean washable markers. Obviously, just another empty box again, yeah, but like all the other art supplies, they are definitely just really versatile. Number 11 has this little like robo-fish. Will it be the first accurate one? Oh, kind of. It's a different kind of little robotic fish. The Pinkfong Baby Shark Sing and Swim bath toy. This will be fun for when I finally manage to get a hold of one of the Series 2 mini babies, but I am sorry if I've just put the song in your head. On to number 12 now, which makes us halfway through, and we still don't have a single food one. Not breaking the pattern with this one either, because we have a Sparkle Girls princess. She would be quite nice to be able to get out of the packaging if I ever got a double. Although Is she just like a blue cone under the packaging? That's pretty funny, actually. Okay, I guess she is better off staying inside her little cone there. On to number 13. Imagine all the rest of them now were just foodie ones. Nope, we have a Dora Explorer microphone, another toy. I do like that this one isn't locked away inside any packaging, so our dolls can actually use it. And it'll make a bit more sense to just have out in a kid's room, because not many kids keep their toys inside of packaging, you know? I'm starting to wonder if we're gonna get any foodie ones in here. And number 14 is another toy. This is a really good one though. I really like the little model cars. We've got a Zuru Metal Machines Thriller 3+. And I always feel like with these ones, they could be used in just like a guy's room, like not even a kid's necessarily, just like a doll who collects mini cars. And I wouldn't be sad if I ever got a double of one of these, because it would be fun to take the little car there out of the packaging. It does look to be finished on all sides from what I can see. It feels really wrong to be speeding through this whole advent calendar so fast, but we're on to number 15 now, and we've got a Unicorn Squad surprise ball. I'm pretty happy with this one. I always love when they do that like meta tiny mini brands in the mini brands, if you know what I mean. It says 13 new glitter unicorns to collect. Unbox all new glitter unicorns. Imagine how fun it would be to have like a mini unboxing of a miniature mini brands, like if they actually opened up, like a little stop motion scene or something. Oh, and we've got a golden Rubik's Cube. Are these like the rare ones? I guess that's pretty cool. However, I am always a little disappointed because they are just like a lot less realistic and usable. I'm kind of inclined to get it out of the packaging and just like paint the usual Rubik's Cube colors on top of the gold. I was pretty excited for just like a usual Rubik's Cube, but I guess it is still cool to have found one of the like special ones. Then for number 17, I think I've kind of given up on trying to get one of the food ones. Yep, and this time we actually have our first one that matches the little picture on the door. I have a little Rugrats figure and it's Tommy posable figure. I was actually never allowed to watch Rugrats for some reason when I was little. I still don't understand why. So I don't recognize this little guy, but he would be a fun one to be able to take out of the packaging. And it looks like he doesn't have the little like peg that secures them to the back of the box. So maybe he's one that you can take out and just put back in. That would be pretty fun. There is a little bit of tape on the side there. And he does come out pretty easily. Yep, and he can just pop right out of the little plastic packaging. That's cute. And he is finished all the way around, which is always nice. And then we can just put him back in his little plastic prison and back into the box. And it's like nothing ever happened. I kind of wish more of them were like that. Mainly so I didn't have to wait for doubles. Where is 18? Oh, right there, down at the bottom. And we have a SpongeBob. Another show I wasn't allowed to watch for some reason. But this one seems to be specifically a figurine of a SpongeBob meme. Oh, it's the imagination one. Okay. It's a show, it's a meme, it's a collectible figurine. And as you can see, this guy does have the little peg that makes him non-removable unless you know, cut him out. Okay, another toy to add to my large collection of them over here. Getting pretty close to the end now without a single food item. So, yep, and this time we do have the Robo-Fish from the number 11 door. And it says he is water activated. I guess maybe he's the kind that you would like put in the bath and he would swim around. I remember seeing ads for toys like that when I was little and thinking they were sick as heck. I always loved like animal toys that actually moved. For Real Friends were like the holy grail for me. On number 20, and we have a Pets Alive. That is such a weird coincidence that I was like just talking about that kind of thing. It's not a actual For Real Friend though, it is a Pets Alive Frankie the Funky Flamingo. I twirl my neck and dance to 3 funky songs, it says. And the actual little figure inside kind of looks like a plushie, the way it's just sitting like that. So again, if I ever got a double, I would be happy to try and take them out. I did think for a minute that it was missing the little back peg, but it is there. So I can't take them out until I'm happy to destroy the packaging, which I'm not going to do right now. Up at the top for 21. There we go. Oh, and we have another Pets Alive. This one is Bonnie the Booty Shaking Llama. I've actually seen this one in my local toy store, so that's pretty fun. And again, could definitely work outside of the packaging if I ever chose to destroy it. I have so many toys now, I really need to hurry up with my playroom builds, I think, just for somewhere to put all of these. And it looks like we have a JoJo Siwa doll. Slightly goth transformation? I'm not super familiar with JoJo Siwa, but there we go, I guess. Let's see, will 23 break the trend? Nope, we've got the Potions Slime Surprise. I kind of feel like this would be a good one if you took off the little like plastic branding on the outside. You could use the potion bottle for other things. I fully plan on making like a laboratory set at some point, so who knows, maybe I'll end up reusing this in there. And for the big finale, we have number 24, and I didn't get a single food item. However, we do have another little untamed dinosaur. It looks like it's a T-Rex this time. Is it the same kind of thing? Yeah, he just sits on the finger and then has like some interactive stuff. Okay, a cute one to end with. Thank you all for watching me open this little mini brands advent calendar. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be very curious to know if this has influenced you on whether or not you'll be purchasing this one. And in the meantime, I'll be trying to find somewhere to put all of these tiny toys. See you next time. Bye!